I say, everybody, we're like just a little bit early to the party because we just could not wait. So if you're watching the replay, don't forget #replay, please, so we know. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Melissa. I'm one of the teachers at PMC. Oh, I'm going to say it, Ella. I can't help it.
Do it.
Every time I say PMC, I'm thinking, oi.
I want to sing to it too.
Gen Xers all know that. But,
look, I know it. I love it. I love it.
If you know what song I'm referring to, please pop it in the comments and let me know that I'm not the only crazy person on here. Every single time I see it, it goes in my head.
I can hear it now that you're saying it as well. I think it's like,
you know, it'll be the song that just goes on all night now.
Oh, it's what do they call them? Earworms? Are they called earworms? Or
I think so. I don't know. Again, pop it in the comments if you know.
If you know, pop it in. I'm going to be thinking about it all night now.
So, yes, the beautiful Ella, I'll hand over to you to introduce yourself But yeah, and then we'll talk about what we're doing tonight.
Wonderful. So hello, everyone. I am Ella, and I am also a teacher here at the college as well, and also a psychic medium, and really excited to be here again with my beautiful friend and fellow teacher, Mel. So we are going to be chatting about a couple of things, and Mel, I'll let you tell people what we're going to talk about, because it is very exciting. So
it is, and we touched on the trifecta. Not the races, but maybe the spiritual races.
Yes.
But the three extremely important things. So last week we spoke about protection, and we gently touched on cleansing. But this is what we're going to talk about tonight, because again, it is super, super, super important, especially for us, whether you're doing, readings professionally or whether you're just doing personal development. Clearing your energy is so important. So tonight we're going to be talking about that in regards to, what it actually is, how to recognize it in your body.
Yep.
I've got a few pointers for that one that I'm pretty sure most people will be able to relate to of a certain age. Actually, probably most people, but most people of a certain age will be able to get it a lot more. How often we should do it, and then towards the end, we'll share a couple of simple ways of being able to do it that you can implement straight away. Obviously, there's many tools that you learn through level 1, but we'll give you a little sneak peek tonight.
Exactly. I think when it comes to cleansing, it really is so important. I mean, we all have really stressful days. We're human, right? We have stressful conversations, environments that we go in that can feel a bit heavy. So cleansing our energy just gives us a way to really let that all go, okay, and just really just come back to ourselves. And that's why I think it's so important to be able to really shed that. Because as I was saying to Mel, most of us shower every day, right? So just like we shower every day, we clean our teeth, we do all of that jazz, we really need to clean our energy as well. It sort of just goes hand in hand, doesn't it, Mel?
Yeah, absolutely.
Super important. And I do love that in level 1, we do learn different ways to do it, because what might resonate with Mel and I, you may do something a little bit differently. And there are, as Mel said, multiple different ways to do it. So there is no right way and no wrong way, but just doing it is the important part, isn't it? So
yeah, like everything, it's the intention that you put behind it.
100%.
The battery behind everything. I call it the battery. It's the power. But it's really interesting because it's not just our body that holds the energy. It's also the place that we're in, our home. Even if we go outdoors, there might be certain areas that you gravitate to that you find peaceful and calming because the energy there is beautiful. You might go to other places and it's like doesn't feel so great because of the energy, because it needs to be cleared out and refreshed and zhuzhed up. So it's really interesting. The more you learn about it,
that's right,
the more you experience it.
Exactly.
So it's it's such a fascinating topic for me, because a lot of people go, oh, it's just woo-woo. And look, I I come from a long line of people that don't necessarily buy into all of this stuff, and I get it.
Yeah.
But it's science, isn't it?
It really is. And that's the thing. So I think until you sort of can draw the connection between the two, people will think it is woo-woo.
Yeah.
But once you start to understand that we are all energetic beings, we have energy around us all the time. And when we go into a place, so people don't even realize it, right, Mel? So you go into a place, you go, oh, this just feels off, but they don't realize what's actually happening there. It's the energy, you know? So I think it's once we understand that, we can see how important it is.
Yep.
So
and it's like that old saying, you walk into a room and you can cut the tension with a knife.
That's why it's
so we're all aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're just giving you a little bit extra information about how that works, how it's formed, like where it comes from.
That's exactly right.
It's really, really, really interesting. It's such a fascinating topic.
Definitely.
So again, we've reached out and we've got a few questions from people. So the first one, Ella, I'm going to ask you is the question that came through from Kate. Thank you very much, Kate. Is what is energetic cleansing and why is it something everyone can benefit from?
Beautiful. Well,
that's a really, really good question.
It is because I think that people, when they hear cleansing, as we've already said, they think, oh, it's some woo-woo thing just for spiritual people who do readings or people who, I don't know, clear spaces. So that's what they think it is. But it really, it's not. It's not. It's for everyone because, as we said as well, we do have all these experiences in our lives where we are, having difficult conversations, where, going through situations that may feel quite heavy, and that energy sticks with us. So until we cleanse it and get rid of it, it's in our body, right? And we hold that in ourselves. And I think that's why it's so important. For me, before I understood all about cleansing, I actually work another job. I work in healthcare, and I work with kids. I work with patients that deal with a lot of things. Okay, it's in healthcare, right? So you can imagine all the things that I deal with on a daily basis. And people come in with really heavy emotions. They're tense, they're angry, they're upset, they're nervous. And I would go home from work and I would feel so overwhelmed and so overly drained from all that energy. And I would be feeling it and constantly thinking about it all night. And I just couldn't switch off. And as much as I wanted to, I just would go over and over with conversations and feel their emotions all night. And I didn't realize what was actually happening. And what was actually happening was that energy was being imprinted on myself, and I wasn't able to cleanse that energy off me. So that's what I was dealing with, and that's what I was carrying home. And I would now then put that on my family because it's like, that's how it works, right? The energetic transference. So that's why it's so important, because we all deal with other people. We all we're in a society where, we're constantly in contact with people. We're a very social sort of, being race. We are a social race, but unfortunately it comes with its downfalls. So that's why it's so important. And that's how we can really benefit from cleansing our energy so that we don't have to pick this up and then think about it and feel it for days on end, because then it can impact our body, which I'm sure you're going to talk about in a couple of other questions to come, because I know that's what, one of the questions we had coming up, but that's why we need to cleanse.
Yeah. It's a really good way of just giving yourself permission to let go
100%.
of things as well, let go of the day as well.
Let go of the day.
Hi, Chanel. Hi, Lou. Hi, Rona. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
The biggest joke of all, the old sing-along with PMC. Oi.
I'm sure that they were singing along too.
In my head. Chanel surely would sing it.
Oh, Chanel would. I definitely would get it. Yeah.
Surely she's an Akadaka fan from way back. Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. How are you?
I would love to know if you can pop in the comments what's a couple of ways, or even just one way, that you would like to, you prefer to cleanse each day, because it does depend. Like you can do a big clean out.
Yeah.
Once a week or once a month or however long, whatever your ritual is. But daily is also beneficial. And I think for people in our industry,
Yes.
And it's not just for those of us that are sensitive, but those of us who are open and just, salt baths, yes, 100%,
beautiful.
100%. But who are more sensitive in taking on other people's energies as well. I think that needs to be every day.
And I have a question for you, Mel.
Chanel loves singing with annoying her neighbours with her singing. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure my neighbours have probably bought like, what do they call, like those earmuffs or something? They need that when I'm in the shower, because that's like my space, right, where I don't have my kids around for 15, 20 minutes. I just usually use that time. I'm sure they can hear me in the shower. Goodness.
Well. Yes, crystals is another great one. I love that. Beautiful. I love clearing with crystals.
Definitely. Mel, while we're on the topic of cleansing the energy and talking about how frequently we should do it, I do have a question as well that we wanted to sort of answer. How do you know when it's time to cleanse your energy? So how would you know? And then obviously you'd be able to do it on terms of that. But how would you know in terms of your body?
At the very start of my journey, I couldn't really feel the difference. I knew that, and as I was learning through through level 1 and level 2, I had the realization that what I was feeling and why I couldn't decipher what was my energy, what wasn't, was because I was actually carrying other people's energy all the time. So it's I just felt emotionally heavy. Brain fog and feeling tired all the time and struggling to switch off and, replaying conversations over and over again as you mentioned. And, I know, ladies, this is all like perimenopausal stuff happening right now. It sounds very, very familiar to a lot of us, I'm sure. But it is because your energy's I just want to say constricted. It really felt constricted for me, like somebody was just holding me in the biggest bear hug, and it didn't actually feel really nice at all. So for me, that's how I know. But it's just ticking off those different things. Everyone's going to be unique and different to the way they feel things that come into their energy. But that was the biggest thing for me. So if you're young and too young for perimenopausal, but you're feeling all those things, chances are you need to maybe get into a salt bath or grab some crystals.
Exactly right.
Clear ground, protect.
Clear ground. That's exactly right. 100%.
Jump into a level 1 course and learn some more.
Exactly. I would say I would feel the same as you, Mel. There were a lot of the things that I was going through as well. So I can definitely relate to that. But I love this. I love a good salt bath. So, and crystals. I mean, I'm always with crystals. I think half my pay goes to crystals. So I'm a little bit of a crystal fanatic. So
yes, I just had 2 big boxes delivered this week. Shh, don't tell my husband, because I did it while he was away, so he doesn't know.
Don't worry. That's
secret safe with me, you and a million other people watching the replay.
Exactly. I was thinking that. I think my daughter might be watching the Facebook Live. I think I might have just been dobbed in, but that's all right. It doesn't matter. That's okay. Look, I mean, they have their benefits and they are very useful tools. And obviously there are crystals that have, different frequencies, and they can be used for different things, but definitely ones for cleansing as well. So very, very handy. Very, very handy.
Yeah. Tell him what exactly. I say nothing. I know nothing.
Those. I think of those monkeys. The seeing no evil. I think of those. Whenever I think of that, that's what I think of.
I wonder if you can get those in crystal.
Oh, I would love to get those in crystals. Actually,
could you imagine blue obsidian, green obsidian,
perfect.
And
that's my next buy.
Black
so
obsidian.
I'll find it on Amazon. I'll let you know. So. We'll pop it up.
I'm getting distracted by sparkly things. It's not hard for me.
I love it. Oh, me either. Don't worry. I love it though. But yes, that would be my next buy. So
I do have another question, and it probably we've pretty much touched on it, so we might go down a different route. But what are some of the simple ways that people can cleanse themselves, which we've just talked about, but also their homes?
Yes.
As well.
Yes, very important. Look, I mean, we've spoken about some of the different, ways that you can sort of cleanse your own energy. We spoke about obviously crystals. We talked about the salt bath. I am a big sage lover. I love sage, so I use sage, and you can use sage to cleanse your home. So it's sort of like you can cleanse yourself with it, or you can cleanse your home. So sage is a great way to do it. You know what? I even just open my windows every now and again. Sometimes when you have your windows closed for so long, you can just feel how dense the energy is. Even opening my windows and just letting the air out and the energy out, I love to do that. Otherwise, it gets really, we say it's stuffy, but that's the energy also building up in your home too. So definitely that. One of the ones I do love, and I will do this daily because, I shower daily, which is great. But I use water. I use water in the shower as a way to cleanse my energy. Okay, so we know how beneficial water is. So we know it's beneficial for our bodies, but it's also beneficial for our energy too. So it's a simple way. And, once you're in the shower, just use it to visualize it sort of really cleansing your energy. And that's something that I do every single time I'm in the shower. That's probably why my water bill is so high. But that's okay. It's killed two birds with one stone, right? So definitely using the shower and water as a cleansing sort of tool for me. That's sort of what I do daily. So that's what I do. Love spending time in nature. I'm a big nature lover. As we said, it's very grounding, and the energy in nature is very beautiful. So that's also another way that I will cleanse my energy. But I love visualization, and I love guided meditations. I love my guided meditations, love my visualizations, love doing all of those. And there are so many wonderful guided meditations out there, on YouTube or whatever, and they will talk you through the process of cleansing your energy. So I think that's a really good tool, and I tend to do those quite frequently as well. But now so much I don't really use guided as I do and I don't. It just depends on how I feel, I guess. But visualization in meditation is probably one of the bigger ones that I use. As well. Would you use those as well, Mel? What do you use?
100%. And because obviously as my journey's evolved, my clearing has evolved as well. But I do recall there is, and I would have to I'm pretty sure it's still in there. I'd have to double check, and Caddy can wrap me over the knuckles if I'm speaking out of turn.
Yes.
But in level 1, or
yes.
Level 2, level 1, Bronwyn has a meditation, a
sure
guided visualization in there on.
I think it might be level 1, Mel. I think it is.
That was an absolute game changer for me.
Definitely.
Because I kind of knew what I needed to do, but I didn't really. And that was my go-to, like every single night.
Exactly. And it doesn't take long. It does not take long. So I think it's a really good tool to use for sure. I think that would have probably been my first experience as well.
Yeah.
Maybe that guided meditation as well. I recall the one you're talking about. So definitely level 1 and level 2, but one of the probably my first tools as well before I started to understand and then really work out. There's multiple ways of doing things, but it's a beautiful, beautiful way for sure.
I love the open window one as well.
Yeah,
like we live on the south coast, so south coast of New South Wales, and the gusts of wind that come in. We've only moved, I've only been here for a few months, but oh my goodness, the gusts of wind that come in, and you open everything up, and you just feel the energy just shift and move.
So true.
That's a super, super quick way of being able to do it.
It's simple. It's simple. It's a no-brainer, really. Really, it's not hard. I think it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
and then you set your protections to make sure that it stays out.
Exactly. Yeah. Whatever's removed, stay out there. That's so true. That's so true. I also love a good a sound bowl. Like, I just love listening to the sound bowls, singing bowls. Love those. Yeah. Love those as well. But there's some tools that that we can use to sort of cleanse our energy, cleanse our home, and some of the ways that we do it as well, isn't it? So but there is really there is no right or wrong way, is there, Mel? There really isn't.
No.
And I think you mentioned it as well, and I think that's a really important point. It's all about intention. So the tools assist us, but it's about our intention behind it, which is the important thing.
Yeah, that's right. So that's exactly right, Wendy. Beautiful South Coast. I love it.
I love that. I love that.
No, I think I might go a little bit lower next time, a little bit further down.
Is it really windy then, like further down, Mel, or like?
I don't know. I don't know. I've got a friend that lives in Maruya, and she says it's super windy. We live Wollongong, and
It's beautiful.
just because of the escarpment where we live, it just sort of hits off. So I don't know whether it's because we're living in a wind tunnel.
Yeah,
I pretend sometimes I'm living in Chicago, because isn't that the windy city?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we digress.
That's Mel and I. We sometimes go on a tangent. We need the questions to keep us on point, isn't it right?
But to pull it back, Katie, I'm going to say Katie, has popped in some links in case you want to have a look and develop your intuition a little bit further, and just you're interested in seeing what the college has to offer. So there's a couple of links in there, especially if you're watching the replay. Don't forget #replay so that we know. But yeah, jump on the links and just have a look. It doesn't hurt, because you'll be just as hooked as we are.
Exactly.
And it's so much fun. Like it
is so much fun. It is. And it's look, you don't need to do these courses to be a psychic medium. It can even just be your own development. So it's not about, learning to do this so you can do readings for people. It's also helpful for everyday life. So I can't talk enough about the benefits of these courses, and how much we grow from them. So but anyways, I'm going to move on to the next question, Mel.
Yes.
We talked about we talked about some techniques of how to do these things, of course. We did mention roughly on how often we should be doing things, but how often do you cleanse your energy, Mel? Would you do it then at night, or is there a certain time of day that you cleanse your energy, or after being in a certain situation, or sort of just leave it till the night? How do you usually
I do it daily, definitely do it daily, and it depends. I do work from home, so I don't have to go out so much to people, which is really good sometimes. So if I am just at home, obviously I've still got people in the house.
Yes.
Because I've got my family, and I'm the only female, so I'm surrounded by boys. So sometimes boy energy I need to get rid of because it's a bit too much. So every morning I do the shower thing as well. I visualize white light coming down, cleansing everything, taking it down. I always send it off to the farmers for positive rain. We don't want a deluge. We just want some nice light rain that'll do the crops, feed the animals. So I send mine off positive rain. And that's how I do it every single morning. And then every night I'll pretty much do the same thing again. If it's been a bigger day, like if I've been doing readings or whatever, then I will do a little bit more. So I will I'll take myself through a little bit more of a ritual that I have that I did learn through the college. So that was one. If I go out and about, then that's even a little bit more. So I might have to take the old shoes off and just put my feet on the grass for a little bit longer than I would normally do. What else? The house, definitely the house. I've got a few different things for the house that I do. So some are a little bit more intense than others. But definitely I take advantage of that wind when it comes through the escarpment and open up.
How handy is that, though?
What about you? What is your one-time favorite thing that's super quick?
Besides the shower, at night I will, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit later on as well. I do right before bed as well, unless I've been, as you said as well. It's a caveat, really. It depends on what I've done during the day and who I've been in contact with during the day as well, and what sort of conversations I've had. If they've been really maybe more challenging conversations, or I've had a lot of pent up energy. Obviously working in healthcare, you get a bit of that. But I think my biggest thing would be at night. I do a whole visualization right before bed. I usually do it with breath work. So I will release a certain way. So I'll release with my breath, and then I'll call in my energy as I breathe in. So I sort of do a visualization that way. And that's sort of how I do it. But definitely agree with you, in certain situations, I will put more cleansing needed. Like I feel like there's more needed. But in terms of what I would do daily as a simple technique, that's what I would do at night. and I do it routinely every time before I go to bed, because I feel like I don't sleep as well. And I wonder if this is the same for you, Mel. I don't sleep as well if I've pent up with all this energy, because I just keep going on and on and on, and my brain won't switch off. And not only that, I find myself so highly strung that my heart rate is still quite elevated. So until I cleanse myself, I can't quite move into the beta, what is it, the theta state? That's the one. I can't move in. I can't move into that because I'm still so highly strung. So I've now made it a process so that I can fall asleep easier. So that's sort of how I work it out every day.
Yeah, I do very similar thing. Like if I wake up at 2, 3, whatever, 1 o'clock in the morning, if it's school holidays and my kids are still awake and they've just woken me up and I can't get back to sleep, I run through and I do a little bit of a body scan and I do the breath work and then I just clear everything. And I think some of the times I fall asleep before I've even cleared everything. But I do set the intention for my guides or my higher self to finish the job if I fall asleep.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. And they are. That's what their job is. They'll still be doing that while we're in our little.
That's exactly right.
That's their job, and I'm sure they're happy to take over.
Yeah.
So I definitely love that. I think that's the good thing about having a spiritual team that we're their only job for. So we can always palm it off to them if we fall asleep halfway through our job. So let them take over. Yeah. I love that.
So I think when you have a big day, like if you're going out and you've been in the shopping center or something and you feel, you just want to get rid of it, sometimes just before you even walk through your house, it's good to imagine you're sort of walking through this shower of light as you walk through. The old fly screens with the colored strips?
Yes.
Sometimes and my colored strips, because I'm just like a luminescent, they're like glowy strips.
Oh, I love
rainbow glowy strips. So so that's what's on my doorway, and I walk through that and it takes all that energy that's not mine out.
Beautiful.
So it doesn't come into my house.
Beautiful.
So there's another quick one that you can do.
Exactly. And then that means you need to cleanse your home less as well, because you've already stopped it at the door. It hasn't even made its way in yet.
Yeah.
So double whammy there.
Nice and quick. Like I said, there's so many. There
really is. And I mean, we're only touching on a few that we use as well, but I'm sure that there's so many other things that might resonate with other people too. But if we can help people along and they can sort of listen to us and take one of ours, I'm more than happy to share, because it's not a secret. It's not a secret. These things are beneficial, and we're happy to always help with that. And that's what I love about the college. I've learned a lot of it from the courses that we've done. Yeah. So implemented them into our everyday life.
Yeah, that's right.
Love it.
So yes, I think we're at that stage where we're kind of starting to wrap anything up. I would love to know if anyone else has a favorite.
Yes.
Like I know that there's a few things in there with tools, but any little favorite visualization that you have you'd like to share as well. So please pop it in the comments, because there are so many.
So many. Yeah.
So it's interesting, and I love seeing what everybody else is doing as well, because I might need to change up every now and then.
That's exactly right. I've definitely felt like my cleansing techniques have evolved over time. And, I've tried something and thought, I liked it, but I can find something else that might work better for me. And we don't need a cleansing technique that's going to take hours to do either. Wow. So anything simple and easy is going to work really well. So I'm happy for anyone to sort of pop it in there, and always happy to learn something new as well.
Yeah.
So it is beautiful. But that's some of the things we learn here. And we've talked about protection, we've talked about cleansing, but these are some of the really important things that on a level of everyday life are important. So that's why we like to share these things.
Yeah. And we do have the webinar coming up as well. So I don't mean to put Katie on the spot now, but so later on, if you've got the link that you can share in the comments for everyone to jump in and join the webinar, because there's so much information that Bronwyn shares. Like, it's just, you will come away learning something.
Exactly.
And I'll be very, very surprised if you come away not wanting to do level 1, because
for sure.
It's like I said, it's life-changing. It was a game changer for me, and it's a game changer for my family, and even my openly skeptic husband now.
That's right. It's
going to do the course. So
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. It really sets the foundations for everything moving forward. So level 1 is very important.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I love that. I love that your husband is getting involved too, because he's starting to see the benefits of things, right? I mean, I guess having us in their lives, besides the amazing benefit they have to be married to us, but
that's right.
I think by default they see the benefits.
Yeah.
And they can start to draw the link between what we do and how it helps everyday life. So I absolutely love that.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Okay. Well, let me just check the comments to make sure that there's no little questions in there.
I've seen some beautiful little comments in there about what people are doing and their sort of rituals.
I love Nikki's.
I love that. I did have a read through that. Yeah, definitely. Sleepless nights, bad dreams. Nikki, I am exactly the same. Yes, I can definitely feel my dreams are impacted as well. When I finally get to sleep, my dreams are definitely impacted by that energy as well. So there's some beautiful other comments in there that really, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. That's beautiful.
I love Chanel's hug the trees. And I tried to hug one, but I'm scared that the spiders will crawl on me.
I am a little bit scared of that too. I'm always a bit just a bit cautious when I come towards the tree. I am scanning what's on the tree before I actually touch. So I would be the same. And also when I sit down on grass, I'm just make sure there's no ant's nest before I sit down on the grass. That would be my worst nightmare, to sit on an ant's nest and have the ants as I'm meditating. What's that little, thing? What's pinching me? So,
Spirit touching me? No.
It could be spirit. That spirit's very subtle. It could be. You never know. It might be something that we'd be aware of before I sit down. So
yes, but the Intuitive Mastery webinar link is in the comments. So please click on join, come and have some fun, learn something.
That's right.
Or be reminded of something that perhaps you've forgotten. Refresher. I can't, it's just, don't get this time with Bronwyn very often. She's a busy gal. So it's jump at the opportunity when it presents itself to you. But that's it from us tonight. I want to thank each and every one of you for spending your afternoon with us. Hopefully it's a really good half an hour that you've been able to, if you're like me and have 4 boys in the house, maybe not 4 boys, but definitely school holidays, and you needed a little bit of time out. So hopefully you had that and recharged your own energy while doing that. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ella, I've loved being with you again. Caddy, thank you so much, because you're the rock behind everybody. We know this, and very, very grateful that you've given up some time to be the technical whiz that you are for Ella and I.
So we appreciate that, and I appreciate spending time with you too, Mel, and everyone else who has joined us and shared their little tips and tricks. So I'm very appreciative for anyone who's shared, or just anyone who's just even watched. So grateful for you spending time with us and sharing our space with us. So we look forward to seeing you soon. I think next week it's not us, but we'll be back in a couple of weeks anyway. So.
I think it might be me and Chanel.
Oh, Mel, it's you. That's right. It is you. Yes. Yeah.
Mel, come up with some more song lyrics.
I love it. I love it. Now I'm going to hear that all night. That's okay. It's okay.
So don't forget, there's another link in there. Grab your free ticket for the upcoming webinar, and we will see you in there, because we'll absolutely be there to see what we can see if there's any more that we can learn.
Exactly right. We're always learning. That's so true.
Always. Have a fantastic night. Much love to you all, and we'll see you during the week. If not, next Thursday.
Sounds good. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.